Are Walmart batteries any good? Hi, I'm Danny. In today's video, I'm going to share my thoughts on Walmart car batteries. Are they just as good as the batteries you purchase from the parts store, or are they better? I've been using Walmart batteries in my 2009 Honda Civic ever since my original was replaced. I recently installed a new aftermarket multimedia stereo system with navigation. Now, suddenly, I'm noticing slow starting. By the way, this was a huge upgrade to my Civic. If you want to see that video, I'll link this in the description. I'll start this video by testing my Walmart battery to determine its condition. I'll also test to see if my new stereo system is causing a draw. Performing a parasitic draw test will ensure that my new aftermarket stereo system isn't draining my battery. Then I'll determine if I need a new battery and if I'll purchase another Walmart battery. Let's get started. Once the battery has a full charge, I'll need to remove the surface charge. To do this, turn on the blower fan and the headlights for 2 minutes. Now I'll hook up my voltmeter. It needs to be on the DC scale. This is AC and this is DC. With the meter leads, the red is going on the positive side and the black will go on the negative side. You need to see at least 12 volts to properly test the battery. If you see under 12 volts, you'll need to recharge it and retest it. I have 12.3 here, so I'm good to go on to my next step. Now crank the engine. The voltage should not drop below 9.6 volts. If it does, it'll need a battery. Now let's go check our results. My battery went down to 8 volts, and remember I said it couldn't go any lower than 9.6 volts? This is a bad battery. Let's get this battery out of here. Always wear gloves and safety glasses whenever working on a battery. These batteries are pretty easy to come out. There's a battery hold down. I've already loosened the 10 millimeters. And then there's the battery clamps itself. And always remove the negative cable first. I'll tell you the reason for that in just a second. All right, so the negative cable is loose and then the positive cable. So here's the reason for that. If you were loosening the positive cable and it hit metal, you'd automatically be welding through here because positive is going to hit ground. And then here we have just a plastic cover. You always want to put this back on. What this does is it keeps the engine heat from the battery here. And from here, let's just pull this battery out. So here's the battery on the bench. It's an EverStart, 3-year free replacement. I bought this on 5 of 18, and right now it is 6 of 23. So this battery is 5 years and 1 month old. Of course, I'm gonna go buy another Walmart battery. So let's head on down to Walmart and let's get a new battery put in. Before I put the new battery in though, I want to do a parasitic draw test. So hang out for that. Now I've got the new Walmart battery in and I've got my meter hooked up and I want to show you what a good battery looks like. So on this meter, I have a min-max function. And if I push the button, what this is going to do, it's going to record the minimum amount of voltage it sees and the maximum. So once it's running, it's going to record the charging system, the alternator. Let's go ahead and start the engine. Now we're going to go ahead and shut it down and check our readings. Okay, now if I push the min-max function, if I push it the first time, it's going to show me the maximum reading. So this was what the alternator charged when the car was running. If I push it again, it's going to be the minimum. So this is what it did when the starter started. And remember I said 9.6 is the lowest. Here's 10.3. So this is a good battery. Next, I'm going to do a parasitic draw test. Remember I said I thought maybe my new stereo system was causing a draw? Well, we're going to check that right now. So to do that, we need to loosen the negative cable. All right, and then I'm going to take one of these alligator clips off. Okay, and then our meter is going to go into the milliamp spot, and then our positive lead has to come over here. Now I have a whole video on this, and I'm just going to give you a quick overview of it. So I'll go ahead and link that video in the description. So now we'll take our positive lead and put it on the negative cable here. And then our negative lead, we're going to put it on the battery negative post. So what's going to happen is once I remove the negative post here, all the current is going to go through the meter leads, through the meter, and we're going to measure it. We want to see under 25 milliamps. So let's see how this goes here. So I'm just going to pull it off slowly. And now the cable's off. And we're reading all the current. So right now we have 23.46 milliamps. So that's acceptable. So it looks like my current draw is acceptable. Now, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.